Hi Aquarius, how are we today? Just doing our weekly reading. This week we are doing the monthly reading, so looking at December 2023, a big month, obviously the last month of the year with Christmas and all those sorts of celebrations happening. So it's set to be an interesting time for everybody. Now, today I am going to be using, I've got three decks here. I've got the Oracle of the Fairies. I do have the Gilded Reverie Lenormand, as well as the True Love Oracle. Okay, please subscribe to the channel if you're not already. I do really appreciate that. But getting into it for you, Aquarius, we're splitting the month in half this time around. So we're going to be looking at the start to the middle of December, and then following through with, where it gets really hectic toward the end of December there. Okay, so starting off for you there, Aquarius. What's going on for Aquarius during December? Aquarius, firstly, we have the Magical Gateway card. So that says it takes courage and trust to venture into the unknown, yet this is where the greatest rewards are. It's time to step boldly forward without looking back. Okay, so taking some big steps at the start of December into the unknown. Okay, so, raising that courage and trust within you that everything's going to, work out how you want it to. But there's this big element of, something that, you maybe weren't planning on, prepared for, some sort of unknown factor, some sort of new beginning, change coming through during the start of the month. But we'll have a look with the Lenormand and see what's going on with that. Okay, Aquarius, what's going on for our Aquarians during December? Start to middle of December for Aquarius, please. Wow, being very what's the word? Mysterious, something along those lines. We do firstly have the Bridge card. So that's, once again, stepping, across that threshold, seeing what's on the other side of that bridge, crossing that bridge when you get to it. And, I feel like for a lot of you, allowing that bridge to burn right on behind you. So stepping over this bridge, walking across this bridge into new, and not looking back. Kind of the grass is greener on the other side of the bridge, and really bridging some sort of energy, from where you are right now. And then, I feel like on the other side of that, there's this total different, it's a totally different place, a different, different scenery, different people. Very interesting. But it is being very like mysterious and not giving me much specifics here. So I might clarify as we go on as well. But it's feeling like, underneath this bridge, you can kind of see there's this big void of filled with mist. You don't know how deep that giant chasm is, and there's just so there is a little bit of fear in taking these first steps across this bridge, because you don't know if you're going to fall and fail, kind of energy. So what we saw with that oracle, that yet it takes courage and trust. Yet this is where the greatest rewards are. So there truly are rewards for you on the other side of that bridge, but it's having that courage to step boldly out onto that bridge and not look back. So that even says stepping forward without looking back, and like I was sort of saying with that bridge energy, letting that bridge burn behind you, You know, it's kind of, I'm getting that, you know, you see in movies where they get over the bridge and the bad guys are chasing after them, and they you know, saw through the rope and let the bridge drop behind them so that the bad guys can't get over to where they are now. And that's kind of what you're doing, I feel like, moving forward and, you know, cutting the ropes so that, you know, the things that have held you back in the past, you know, the things that have been, you know, sort of negative in your life in during this year even, you know, you're cutting those ropes and cutting yourself off from all that energy and moving forward into like this brand new world for yourself. It's been very, yeah, it's not really showing me clearly what this is in regard to, though. But we do see the garden coming through next. Okay, so, you know, I'm kind of getting drawn to the idea of the Garden of Eden here on the other side of this bridge, but it's kind of like moving into a space where it's, you know, a lot more peaceful and calm, sense of life for yourself, different scenery. So some of you, this may be about moving. You may be moving to different scenery. But, you know, the garden card traditionally is a very social card, all about, you know, meetings and proposals and, you know, invitations, events, meeting up with friends, all that sort of stuff. So for some of you, I'm getting drawn to the idea of there's some sort of proposal that you're, you know, signing off on, and that's what's moving you across this bridge is, you know, you're being offered something, you know, you've got something being, you know, propositioned to you. So for some of you, it might be something along the lines of, you know, you've been invited to change to a different base within your company, or so, you know, it could be career related for some of you, where, you know, you've received this proposition to, you know, maybe even move countries to work for this thing. So I'm getting that for a couple of you, that may be what this is all about, Aquarius, that this is actually to do with, you know, moving, total different scenery here, you know, and you're going to find this is actually very restful and positive change for you. So, you know, on the other side of this bridge, we do see, you know, it's like an encapsulated peace here. You're observing a lot more peace and quiet in the near future, that more restful, meditative type energy coming through there, meeting something halfway, meeting someone halfway. But I feel as though you need to cross this bridge within yourself to get to being able to meet this person halfway. You know, it definitely could be, you know, an invitation that you're accepting, or an event that you're attending that, you know, really is something out of your comfort zone. It's kind of, for some of you, this, like for the example of an event, it may be something that is really, you know, you crossing this bridge into the unknown territory. You've never been to an event, you know, of this caliber, and here you are at, you know, Victoria's Secret Fashion Week or something, you know, just as an example there. It's something, you know, maybe you're moving into a whole new realm of social stuff, where all of a sudden you're attending events that you never thought you would be attending, all that sort of stuff. But we do have the book coming out as well, so we do see, you know, the next chapter, getting ready for that next chapter of your life, moving forward into the unknown. You know, the book really does talk about the unknown. And so, like I said, it's been very mysterious here. There's a lot of unknown coming through during the start of the month for you, Aquarius. You know, so there is these big unknown factors here, where it's like you yourself, you're probably kind of like, I'm feeling maybe a little bit scared of the unknown. This is something like you've never experienced before. This is brand new, very unknown for you. You don't know what's going to happen next, but I do feel as though it's a very positive unknown. Even if it's unknown, like I personally, I'm getting intuitively there that it is like a very positive thing. There's a lot of positive energy attached to this, and it's like a brand new chapter of your life. Like, it's like a totally new story. Even for some of you, it's like, if this is the book of Aquarius, you know, we're on to the sequel. Okay, we've finished that book altogether. It's not just a chapter that we've finished. We've actually finished that entire book, and we're moving on to the sequel, book 2 in the series of Aquarius. You know, so for some of you, there may be some new characters, some new plot twists occurring as well. But I want to get some clarity on that, because like I said, it's just been so, you know, like smoky. It doesn't want to be seen what's going on here. It's something very mysterious. What's going on for our Aquarians at the start of December? Clarify this message, please. What is this in regards to for our Aquarians? Just similar energy. Similar messages it's showing me. Okay. Firstly, we have the birds. Now, this deck does have 2 birds cards, so we do have the owls as well as this particular one, which is those, you know, those more light and chattery type birds that, you know, bit noisy kind of energy, but they're very like colourful and light-hearted. It can talk about things like gossip, but I'm feeling here that this may be conversations that, you know, you're just having a lot of conversations about this bridge, about this offer, this thing that's being proposed to you. It's kind of like the negotiations, you know, where you're negotiating, you know, what you're going to get out of this deal and what they're going to get out of this deal. And it does really vibe of that sort of a thing. We do have the child as well. So, you know, looking at the world as though it has all the adventures awaiting, you know, brand new beginnings here. You know, looking at the world with that childlike sense of wonder that absolutely anything could happen from here, which, you know, it definitely could. All right, there's a lot coming in here. Those ones, I do have 12 and 13 with those 2 cards, and I'm kind of feeling drawn to those 2 numbers for you. So I feel like by the 12th and 13th that, you know, these conversations will actually be happening. So a lot of you will sort of know what that proposition is or whatnot by then. But it's already in your energy. So you may sort of just intuitively be picking up that, hang on, something big is coming, something is about to change. And it's changing quite, it's a big thing, okay? It's a big change. It's something, an opportunity, I feel, for a lot of you that is actually going to, you know, be literally like that magical gateway. Like, like you read those stories of like, and they found this magical doorway and they opened it up, and on the other side was, you know, the realm of the fairies. Like, that is literally what this feels like. It's like it's a brand new world for you. It's like totally alternate dimension type of stuff here. So it is feeling quite big, but it's very positive, okay? And it does have a big, you know, beautiful, that's very innocent, you know, sense of adventure attached to that as well. So, you know, take this opportunity. If this is an opportunity, it is kind of letting us know that this is something that is going to totally change your world, and for the better. This is magic happening. Okay, so I would be inclined to tell you to follow that opportunity there, Aquarius. Now, for the middle to the end of the month, we do have the divination card. Okay, that does say, embrace your powers of divination, which are especially strong right now. You have the ability to see your current situation with crystal clear clarity. Okay, so yeah, so middle to the end of the month, you're going to know exactly what is going on here, what has happened for you, what is happening for you. You're definitely going to be able to see your way clear with this. You're going to know, you know, exactly what this new adventure is entailing for you. It's really just showing us that you're, you know, you really will be able to see very, very clearly all the positives that this is, all the positive changes that this is making for you. So it's kind of that energy of, you know, you're stepping into this brand new book of Aquarius there, and all of a sudden, you know, the middle of the end of the month, you're able to see very clearly that this story is not like the first one. you know, even though it's the sequel and it's part of the same, you know, same Aquarius storyline there, you know, this is a brand new book, a brand new story. It's you know, the characters may be different, the plot twists are going to be different, the you know, the energy of that book is sort of totally different, and you're going to see very clearly that this is like brand new. I feel like for a lot of you, this is like a brand new chance, a brand new lease on life for you, especially with that reference to, you know, burning those bridges behind you, saying goodbye to the past with, you know, without any goodbyes, just sort of being like, awesome. I'm so glad for that chapter to be over and that, you know, those things to be out of my life. I'm so happy to move on and move forward, even if it does take a bit of courage to, you know, step into something where you've not experienced that, or you don't know what that brings for you. I'm just feeling so much happiness and positivity coming through on your behalf here, Aquarius. Okay, middle to end of the month for Aquarius, please. Middle to end of December for Aquarius, please. Yeah, so we're seeing we do have the anchor as well as the tree. So a lot of growth for you. Once again, you know, the tree talks about self-care, self-love, self-growth, a lot of wisdom, and being secure that you are, you know, capable and wise enough to do this. You know, we see emotional stability, emotional security, a lot of security coming in for you. And this is what you're going to be seeing very clearly, is that, you know, if you you know, take this opportunity, it's creating so much security long term and stability, you know, whether that be just for you emotionally or all aspects of you. I feel for a lot of you, this is like all aspects of your life here. But we're also seeing the dog energy there as well. So, you know, there's, you know, maybe some being loyal to yourself with that, that tree energy there, and talking about self-care. I feel like this dog energy, even though it's the card of friendship, so you definitely may be having some new friendships occurring, but this is being loyal to yourself, being a friend to yourself first and foremost, being your own companionship if that's what you need to be, you know, but that loyalty, understanding, giving yourself space to, you know, and being loyal to your own self-care and looking after yourself, looking after your own needs first, being your own friend first. All right, Aquarius. So this is big, but I can't wait. You know, come back in a couple of weeks and let me know what that is all about. I'm so excited for you all. This feels really like exciting. This is going to like it's going to explode your world in one way or another. All right. What's going on for Aquarius during December with love? Love for our Aquarians during December, please. Luminosity, shining brightly. Okay, every time I see this card, I get reminded of that Rihanna song Diamonds, you know, shine bright like a diamond. So Aquarius, that's you shining so brightly that, you know, you cannot be stopped. Your light is just, you know, shining, bursting from within. Like I was saying a second ago, this is just going to, you know, really like explode this happiness, this light, this positivity. It's going to be like, you know, happiness is exuding from your pores. You know, and when it comes to love as well, I feel for a lot of you, you know, we do have like, but I'm just feeling that this is just so explosive for you yourself that, you know, you're just going to be like, you know, and that love for yourself. But we do also have, very interesting, these two here, because we have intimacy, okay, but then we actually have emotional freedom. So it's kind of like, I do feel that for a majority of you that these love cards are actually more so about you. yourself. Regardless of whether you're in a connection with somebody, to be completely honest, I kind of feel like that's taking a back seat at the moment because of all this other thing going on for you here. And, with cards like the tree, and the bridge, really focusing on your own self, putting yourself first, not necessarily worrying about other people when it comes to love, worrying about yourself. Which we do see with intimacy as well. So, being very intimate with yourself and allowing yourself that emotional freedom to be who you want to be, to do what you want to do, and for some reason I feel like saying, let your freak flag fly. I'm just getting that for some reason, but the emotional freedom card, that's being able to express yourself, being able to express yourself with this happiness as well. I feel like you're just I'm just getting this vibe of, I can see like some Aquarians, like running down the street going, oh my God, guess what happened? This is so exciting. And just drawing people to them because they're just like this little bubble of happy energy. That child energy once again, like when you see children and they just get so excited. I know I'm just getting shown what my son does when he gets like super excited about something. Like he's just like, he goes like this and he starts shaking. He just gets so excited that he'll just like start shaking. So I'm just seeing that moment for you where you're, expressing that, and all of a sudden it's kind of just like this explosion of Aquarius. So that's what I have for you, Aquarius. I'm like I said, I'm sorry that doesn't actually bring out anything to do with a specific person with those love cards there. It does sort of feel like it's you just being very intimate with yourself about who you are, what you want in this world, and not really caring about anybody else when it comes to love, because you need to be a friend to yourself first. You need to focus on your own tree, not worry about shaking the branches of anyone else's trees right now. You've got something going on that's it's kind of like, this is too much for it's too magical to even let anyone else come close to this, or ruining whatever this is, so it's really you just having that freedom to enjoy whatever this is for you. All right, but you're more than welcome to check other placements, of course, but like I said, get back to me in a few weeks and let me know what that was about. I'm so keen to hear all about it. Even if you want to send me an email or something and let me know just privately, because when I see readings like this, I just feel so happy for you, Aquarius, and I really do hope that it ends up resonating for you. I know we're doing sort of predictive reading here, so if you do have something happen and it sort of clicks in your mind, this is that, let me know. I would really be super interested to know how that ended up resonating for you. All right, but thank you so much for your time today, and I'll see you all again soon.